Welcome, everybody, to another Tribe Under 10 with a twist. So, one of the things you'll know about Julia and myself is that we're suckers for feedback. We really do want to hear your thoughts, your ideas, but also things you want to know. And when asked, we had some fabulous tribe members give us some feedback. And one of the things they asked was, can you tell us more about you two? The hosts, tell us a little bit more about you. So, what I get to do is hand over to my friend, my colleague, my fabulous co host, Julia Streets. Julia, who are you?
What a question. What a question. Well, thank you for the question. And to the tribe, thank you. So I have kind of three key elements to my life. The day job is I'm an entrepreneur. I work in the glorious world that is fintech, financial services, and technology. And we work with startups, scale ups, global organizations, and industry associations. It's all about growth, it's all about transformation. That's the day job. I'm also a former set-out stand-up comedian, and I've taken that into the world of hosting. So I now spend time on very large stages around the world, doing leaders, talking about technology and trends, as well as doing podcasts and different shows. So I'm a professional host. And then the third thing is I'm an executive coach. So very quietly behind the scenes, I work with senior leaders, helping them to become happy, fulfilled, and successful on a sustainable basis. So that's what I do all day. Away from the world of work, I am delighted to be a stepdaughter. My wife and I live in London. We travel a lot, as you can imagine, for the job. We've been together. Gosh, we met in 1997. She is amazing. I adore her. And another really key element of my life is I have 9 wonderful, wonderful nieces and nephews who I adore, and I hope you should ask them, but I think I'm a pretty invested aunt.
I, I'd probably jump in and agree with that. I've seen you. Um, Love it, love it, love it.
So, Antoinette Raymond, same to you. Tell us, who are you?
That is a crazy question because we're often asking everybody else, right? So this is different, but I love it. I'm going to follow your format a bit and talk about three things, but kind of start with my day job. I'm an organizational psychologist and I work heavily in transformation because what I love and what I know is about the psychology of disruption and discipline. Too much disruption is chaos, too much discipline is stagnation, and life is pretty much a balance of both of those. So that's what I do for my day job. But I'm probably best known for three things. I embrace complexity. I love a good thorny problem. I love data. I love figuring out all the things that need to get looked at, fixed, and addressed. I also engender difference as a strength. My differences used to scare me, get in my way. And now it's important for me to help others find the strength that comes from their differences. And this one probably transcends both personal and professional, but I like to breed confidence. Anybody I work with, live with, I hope I help them find their confidence and build their confidence. So it's important to me because the last piece is me. If you know me at all, you know I'm tribal. I am the proud mother of 3 humans that are amazing. I am married to a fabulous man for many, many years. And like Julia, I'm a very proud daughter, sister, auntie, and friend. And so that tribal piece is very important to me. That's me.
And it shines through in everything that you do, everything you do.
Thank you.
So, one of the questions we get asked is also, why are we doing this together? Do you want to kick off on that one?
I'm smiling because I'd love to kick off with that one. Why together? There are the more professional reasons. We've worked together. We like each other's thoughts. We like each other's intelligence. We like each other's ways of working. But probably what was most important to me is we laugh. We have a blast together. So, why together? Is because we knew there was going to be a time we were going to figure out what we should be working on as a team. But no matter what, I always knew that I get to work with my friend, I get to laugh with my friend, and that what we create is going to be something special. That's why what I remember of why I immediately wanted to work with you. But back to you. What would you say? Why us? Why together?
Well, I would definitely agree with all of that. And we do laugh a lot. It's just a joy, really. It's a joy. Picking up on your kind of bit about the kind of the thinking and the intellectual piece to it as well, is I love the fact that one of us will have an idea and then the other will build on it. The fact that we could disagree with each other, we could pull things apart, we can just go, let's look at it from different points of view. But it's always building and taking an idea and just driving it ever forwards, and just in such a joyful way as well. It's wonderful. I love it.
And we're trying so hard, just so you all know, not to just start laughing and bringing up the things that make us giggle, because that's what we love doing. That's like if
It's
we were,
true.
we can't, we're not together touching, but if I just look at her, we would have just started laughing. So I'm just saying, we're not just
You
saying
have
it. Uh,
no idea how hard that is.
It's so hard. So the third question, which I love because we ask all our guests this question, but now I get to ask you, Julia, why does this age matter?
It's a great question. It's a really important question, actually, because there is some amazing work out there about menopause, and we completely support and applaud everything that's happening in that. This is about the chapter afterwards. What's fascinating, because we talked to, I don't know how many people it was, Antoinette, but it must be hundreds and hundreds of women over the age of 50. And, not a single woman even paused to go, yeah, maybe. Everybody was like, you have to do this because we're not seen. So it's about representation. We do a lot of work in diversity, equity, inclusion. We're very diverse, the two of us. We know that if you can see it, you can be it. And yet there's a lack of representation. And that's why we've been very thoughtful, listening to the tribe, to anchor all our content around 5 key areas. So there's health, wealth, work, lifestyle, and relationships, because we're at this chapter where all of those come into play, and people are going, well, we need insight. We're really clamoring, I would say,
Hmm.
for good content around that. And we are bringing in some phenomenal experts. But the same to you. I mean, so why do you think this age matters?
You said it beautifully. I'm gonna build on or agree with everything you said, but I'd like to build by sharing something I'd heard from another colleague, from a dear friend, and she said, which I am, I'm 61 and I'm not done. I feel for me why this age matters is because whether in your life at over 50 you're rebooting, refreshing, reinventing yourself, rejuvenating, rejigging, this is an important time. And to have that chance to talk about it, figure out, learn new lessons, I think that is one of the reasons I think this age matters.
And we were talking earlier about the quality of our guests, and we couldn't possibly pick a favorite guest. It would be like picking a favorite child. We don't do that. But Antoinette, we've got to talk about high money. We have to talk about high money. So, for the benefit of the audience, if you haven't seen the episode, you please must watch it. She was the first ever female football photographer back in the 1970s. And then she went on to be this incredible sports photographer. And she came on the show, and wasn't she just glorious?
She was glorious. That's a perfect word for her. I was enamored by her. I was in awe of her. I was humbled by her. So many things she shared in that episode were amazing. But probably one of the most exciting things she shared, exciting because it brought up a point I think we often want to make, which is when we asked her, what rules did you rip up? She said, well, I've ripped up lots of rules, but I didn't break any rules because nowhere was it written that a woman couldn't do this. And right there, it was a beautiful moment about those invisible things that we're fighting constantly, that from society, culture, family, wherever, that we think we're not supposed to do, and we do anyway. And she ripped up that rule. Loved it.
She was amazing. And we have to give a quick shout out, if we may, to Top Photo. Now, Top Photo is an image archive library. And they kind of worked with us on being able to bring Hi to the studio, but also in some of the footage, the archive footage. So thanks to Hi and to Top Photo. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. That's just shouting out one of our phenomenal guests. We just want to say thank you for your questions. Thank you for following us. Thank you for being part of the tribe. We love the feedback. We love the engagements. Please keep it coming and share it and tell everybody. It's really getting some momentum going, and it's early stage. We've got some cracking guests coming up for you. Thank you for your questions. Share, like, sign up for our newsletters, and we'll see you again very soon.